that light switch. Pick me a category, Tim. Your group is on the board. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 29 for the good hands people. 20 for Makiko's group. 4 for Mario's group. Nothing for Destiny's group. -4 for Laura's group. Go. Pick me a category. 3 for what?
Civil rights.
Civil rights for 3. First hand I see, 13th Amendment. Shane, yes. What's that? The 13th Amendment, click it. Abolish slavery. Well, you must have seen that one. Pick me a category, go. A little bit louder. Executive for 3. List all you can. You guys have it. Whoever's hand we see gets it next. You be on the lookout. Presidential vetoes. You guys have it. First hand we see's got it next. Go ahead, you have it. Nobody else seems to want it. Give me examples. Talk to me about presidential vetoes. You'll have it next. 5, 4.
He could, yeah.
And what does that mean, presidential veto?
Okay, any bill that goes through the Senate or through the whole process,
Yeah.
he has the choice whether to pass it or not.
Like he agrees with it.
Okay, so, and then the veto does what to it?
It kills it.
Kills the entire bill. Okay, 1, 2. What else? Go ahead, you still have
If
it.
it says no, then they can still like appeal it.
Yeah, but there's other vetoes, aren't there?
A pocket veto.
What's a pocket veto?
It has 10 days whether to pass or die. It goes back.
So what does the president do when he's pocket vetoing? You've got it next, Marvinus Ruby.
He waits so the
If he doesn't want to like say yes to it,
Yes.
he waits 10 days because it's like too bad for him. And then it just automatically goes through it.
he doesn't want to have all the blame for if
So a president does nothing. Okay, so explain the 10 days to me.
okay, if it's over 10 days, the bill becomes
What is
law.
over 10 days?
If there's a time period.
Yeah, there's a time period. What? 10 days. 10 days of what? 5,
Where a bill can become a law or not.
4,
It
There's-
goes through it goes through a session in Congress.
3,
Okay, so if it's less than 10 days.
2. 10 days of what?
Of this,
1. Go, Marvinus Group. What's the significance of the 10 days? Who's next, Ishi?
oh my God.
Oh, you're screwed now. Go ahead. What is the
Good
significance
hands.
of the 10 days for the presidential veto?
If the Congress spends 10 days within the congressional meeting
Yes.
and they come out, if the bill doesn't get, the president doesn't do anything
Yes.
about the bill within the 10 days and the senators adjourn, it becomes, the bill dies. But within the 10 days of the congressional meeting and the president doesn't do anything about it and the 10 days, yeah.
What's the significance? Make sure you explain this to me. Of the 10 days, what is Congress doing or not doing? If it's less than 10 days of what?
The congressional session.
4. Okay, of the congressional session. If Congress adjourns within 10 days, what happens to the bill?
The bill,
She's at 2 right now.
2.
a law.
What's that?
The bill becomes a law.
Minus. How much is it? -4.
3.
-3. What group is that? Oh yeah, Mario's group. Okay, Ishi, go.
Okay.
10 days.
If it goes past 10 days and Congress is still in session, it becomes a law.
Yes, it does. 1, 2, 3.
If Congress is not in session after 10 days, if this one says 7 days, it doesn't become a law and it dies, so they can't vote on it.
1, 2, 3. Absolutely. What do you mean they can't vote on it?
Because it basically they run out of time. Their Congress goes out of session. They can vote it within the 7 days, but typically if
Well, now they've already passed it.
no, they passed what it is. It's going to die because he's sitting on it for 10 days.
Yeah.
Congress has 7 days left in session.
What can Congress not do once a presidential veto or a pocket veto happens? 4, 3,
cannot bring it up again.
Yeah.
2,
Until the 10 days have passed.
1.
They can't bring it up till the next.
Go ahead.
They can't veto it.
They. What?
I mean, they can't override.
They can't override the veto. 1, 2, 3. Anything else you want to tell me about presidential vetoes? We got the regular veto. We got the pocket veto.
Are you still supposed to subtract points?
For who?
They didn't like get all the questions.
So you want them to take points away from them? All right, Ishi said take away points. Ishi said. For what? I don't know, Ishi said. Go ahead. 5.
It's terrible.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sometimes the president does this, so that way if it does pass, he'll say like, "Oh, I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that's true. The president actually will, go ahead, you want to say more?
And it can be the other way around. You can just be like, all right, I left it there.
He just took away 4 points on the board.
That is true. Absolutely. Now, the other thing on this, the line item veto kind of got said. That's unconstitutional, but it's the one where the president can go in and adjust budget bills line by line. And then, of course, the signing statement would maybe be another example of this. Go ahead, click it. Pick me a category, Destiny's Group. You got some ground to make up. Gotta go, gotta go. Say it out loud, Alberto. Loud.
Chapter 14, 1 point.
Judiciary for 1. You know what? We didn't talk about Marbury. Skip it. Just go ahead and click it. Pick me another category.
All right. Chapter 14, 3 points.
Chapter 14 for 3. Moot. First hand. Go ahead, Ian.
It's already been decided, like, so that the abortion case, Texas tried to rule that Roe versus Wade came to Texas, and she tried to say that she couldn't have an abortion, and so that basically it was unconstitutional for them to do that.
So moot means what?
Basically, she already had the child, so the problem was resolved.
The problem resolves itself before it gets to court. Roe versus Wade was a good example. Can you give me another one fast?
It's just like saying, you use the example of her getting into college and him not getting into college, but his test grades were better and hers were really low.
Yeah, I know. That's make-believe.
Yeah. So he's used to college because he has better.
And what would the college do?
The college would admit him, therefore making it admit.
Therefore making it moot, so they won't even actually hear the claim on it. Anything else? 3, 2, 1. You want to say something?
Sure.
Okay. 5, 4.
The abortion case where the woman didn't want the baby, she just,
I already said it.
3, 2, 1. Minus.
Why?
Whose group? Laura's group.
Minus.
You didn't give me an answer. Click it. Pick me a category.
Judiciary for 4 points?
Judiciary for 4. Oh yeah, I should have read that off. Judiciary. Ripeness. First hand I see. Go ahead, Ian.
You use the example.
You got it next, though.
Use the example of how birth control was legal to give to women. I'm trying to remember the state. If she can remember someone.
5.
Connecticut.
It is Connecticut. 4.
But the doctor didn't,
What is ripeness, though?
The doctor wasn't allowed to give management.
What is ripeness?
When a law is, there has to be a legal action taken against a person for them to go to court. So that she couldn't go.
It's got to be a legal action.
Look, in that version of the case,
There's another word that's a little better.
it wasn't ripe until she had something. Like, so she was arrested, so she had an issue against the state.
An issue or an injury. You've got to suffer an injury. Ripeness is basically saying, and I think y'all kind of hit on this, there's got to be an injury suffered that can actually have a judicial remedy for it. Now tell me about Connecticut.
And Connecticut.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There was a doctor and a woman, and he was not allowed to prescribe her birth control because
Yes.
it was illegal. And so she went to court saying that she wanted to be provided birth control.
Why?
Because she didn't want to have a baby.
She had a medical condition.
Condition! I think so. And well, you're right, it was Marcos. Go ahead. Why?
Because it was a risk. She would die. She could die if she was.
That's what it was. That's right. This is Laura's group. 1, 2, 3, 4. It could conceivably be a health issue that could cause her death. Go. Tell me more. So what happened?
So
Anybody in the group?
She got arrested. She brought a cop and she said, arrest me.
Wait. What? So she went the first time and the court said no. Why?
Because it wasn't ready yet.
Because what do you mean? Why wasn't it ready?
There was no injury on
There was no injury, so they brought it a second time. What did they do the second time? Who brought the case? The doctor. And what did
He said that he wasn't getting enough clientele.
1, 2, 3, 4. What did the court say?
the court said
It's not ready yet.
It's not ready yet. So what they do the third time?
The woman brought the cop with her to the doctor and said, arrest me for doing this. And then they got the injury and then
And then the court
the court said it was ready and then they did it.
immediately struck down the law. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick me a category. Click it, Ishi.
Sorry, me too. Wait,
Go ahead. Judiciary for 4. Click it again. A legal dispute must have risen to a legitimate case or controversy. Touch the house. Pick me a category. Go.